60. This will be first take first take documentary of the of Order 9066. It's only one take since I know so much about it. So you're probably wondering what Order 9066 is if you don't know already. 9066 was an order signed by Roosevelt during World War II to put all these Japanese Americans inside these camps. These camps were, it would be these big wooden barracks, and they would squeeze as much people in it. It would be stinking because it would be in the desert, and it would be hot. There was guards. In the worst ones, there were tanks. There's barbed wire. George Tucky, he grew up in a camp. When he was in the camp, basically what happened was he was, everywhere he went, the searchlight would follow him. But, of course, as a child, children, like he says, children they can adapt to anything. Because for him, that searchlight was basically that person helping, because George Taki was going to the bathroom when he was running all around the camp trying to find, the bathroom. But the light was following him since, suspicious. Maybe he was trying to escape. Yeah, that's what they would think. But for him, he said, I thought that they were just nice. They were nice people. They were lighting up the way for me to pee. Which is very hilarious, but in all seriousness, over 200,000 Japanese Americans were forced out of their homes at gunpoint, like George Taki. And since the camps were being made, a lot of families actually had to go into horse racing tracks into the stalls, which is very just horrible. I'll be fine because I did horseback riding for around 3 years, but still, it was just horrible and just humiliating because you're sitting in a place that they keep animals, so it's like, they don't care about your well-being. They're not giving you at least a almost half decent bed. They're giving you just whatever they would give a common low-life animal. But at least it could have been worse. So for a month, George Taki was in there, and then they went to the camps. The humidity was just, because it was out in the middle of a desert, so it was just so hot, and people had to work in that condition. The people in that block made a path with wood. There were storms that would take down so many places. And people don't really know this. People don't really know that, they don't know about the MIS. MIS stands for Military Intelligence Service. On November 1940s, it was made. MIS was made for Japanese Americans who wanted to go in the military, because America didn't have enough, manpower to keep on fighting. So they're like, hey, we have all of these people in here. But one thing that really got me mad was a general in the army. He said, and sorry for the language, but he says, a Jap is a Jap. It doesn't matter if that Jap is a citizen. It doesn't matter at all. And one thing why, to me, it's personal is because I had an uncle, of course, in that camp. In a camp. Manzanar. Have you heard of Manzanar? That's what it was. It was a camp. But the Japanese Americans made the best of their problems. They made a basketball court. They had a ball, and that was just about it to just go out. And there was even school, which was really, they had to do the Pledge of Allegiance, which was really weird, because at the end of it, of course, for liberty and justice for all. You're in, not, you're forced against your will to be in a camp. And you have to say, for liberty and justice for all, but not you, because of this. Because of this, and because of your parents, and their parents, and all of the rest of your family. Because of that. Because of this. Okay, I'm sorry. But, because of that, you're in this camp. And because of what flag your ancestors originally came to America. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, you're in this camp because of your nationality, and because what you look like. You look like the enemy. So, you are the enemy to them. Basically, when Japanese Americans, when the war started, Japanese Americans all tried to sign up to go to, try to fight in the war. But they were slapped in the face. Put in a camp behind barbed wire, and they put a number, numbers and a letter to basically identify you, and called you a non-alien, which is basically a citizen, but a negative citizen. That's what George Takei said. A citizen that is just, a negative citizen. You're not even called a citizen. Just a citizen who is, in the negative. And even though everything was taken away from these people, 85% of Japanese Americans, when the opportunity came to sign up, they signed up. They had to take a test, though. One of the questions, number 28 and 27, was, would you pledge your loyalty? Would you take up arms to defend this country? And do you have any... That was... To take up arms to fight for your country was 28. 27 was, do you have any relation with the emperor? Will you fight for the emperor? Which, to some people was just outrageous. And also, why would you fight for a country that said that you were called you a Jap, slapped you in the face when you tried to protect it in the first place, and then just took everything away from you, your home, your money, your part of your pride, everything was taken. Cars, toys, everything that an American should have was taken. And even when the camps closed, everything was gone. They couldn't return back to their houses, their homes in their cities and towns, because they were probably all destroyed. The hardest thing about it was George Taki's sister when she was 5, and there was a drunk that stumbled in front of the Taki family. And this little 5-year-old said, basically, I think it was, "Mommy, why can't we just go back to our home? Because behind that barbed wire, you live so long in there that if you grew up in there, you would think that it was home. Because you have little recollection of your old home. You spent so long in that camp that you think it's home." Which is pretty sad, but if you are a Japanese American and you had family members like that, like who were in the camps, I know your pain. I also had family members in camps. But there is pride. I have a lot of pride being Japanese. For one thing, I was told by my parents that my relatives, when they had the chance, went into MIS, and be proud because of the 442nd Infantry Brigade. Why? Because they were the most highly decorated, the most decorated brigade for their size in World War II. They got bronze stars. They got a bunch of, I think they got 30 bronze stars. Some were awarded in 2 months. And there were lots of Purple Hearts, bunch of them, and more higher medals. The 442nd Infantry Brigade, they were the ones who helped take over the Gothic Line. The Gothic Line was this big mountain defense in Italy. 6 months it took for the line to finally be taken over. And this was, for 6 months basically, it wasn't with the 442nd Brigade. This was with Americans, this was, okay, so Americans, not the Japanese Americans, Americans, and British forces were attacking the defense. The Japanese Americans, the 442nd Brigade, thought to go around, and nighttime, they went around and they climbed this 1,000 feet cliff, because that's what it was in the back. And they climbed, and even though in the dead of night some fell, they fell silently. And they finally got up and waited till dawn. When that happened, they went and attacked the German forces. Now, the German forces thought the back was, secure. They didn't need soldiers there. They needed soldiers up front, because that's where they were being attacked. But the Japanese Americans got behind the lines, got up the hill, and attacked. And in 34 minutes, the Gothic line was overrun by Allied forces. And that was one of the most famous of their accomplishments, of the 442nd Brigade's accomplishments. It's still around today, but it's probably not full of, Japanese Americans. There's still probably a lot of Japanese Americans in there, but it's probably not made up of all Japanese Americans. Only Japanese Americans. There's probably, of course, a bunch of other people in there. But it took a very, very long time for people to know that these Japanese Americans fought. Because they didn't know about MIS, they didn't know about the Gothic line. They know nothing. Well, they knew nothing. Until a movie came out about the whole MIS thing and Gothic line battle. And they started to appreciate and started to realize that these people, who they thought was the enemy for so long, fought to protect their freedom and their right to do whatever they wanted. Well, more free then. You know what I'm trying to say. Basically, if you thought that there wasn't a lot of racism, again, there still is. In countries I would probably need to avoid, because there's so many. My father, I remember he said that when he was in Nebraska, I think. And I don't know if he was joking or something. It was probably a really, if that was a joke, that's a messed up joke. If that, or if he was lying, I'm gonna punch him, because that was, come on. But this when he was little, and when he was walking home from school, two people got out their rifles and tried to shoot him. Or they were just, trying to spook him off and trot near him. But he ran and ran and ran. I don't know what happened next, she didn't say, but that was the story. And yeah, stuff like that happened. Well, not that I know of, but probably. But people were calling Japanese Americans, oh, you filthy Jap, or something like that. There were signs, big signs, that people put up that says, keep on moving, Jap. This is a white man's neighborhood. And, Japs keep out. And Japs not wanted. It was everywhere. Then there was something, though, to me, that's funny. I don't even think that's even It's like, it tries to sound intimidating, but it just sounds like a really messed up Hasbro. You know, there were times that just like slap the Jap, and it's like, oh, great, that sounds very horrible. Why did I think Hasbro? I don't know. They come up with, I forget what it was. It was like, slap something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why I thought of Hasbro, but, usually come up with, all these, weird names for games. Yeah, it just sounds like a very horrible Hasbro game. Or just game in general. But, or a really messed up version of Duck Duck Goose. Um, but anyway, yeah, that was pretty much it. So if you are feeling down, just look at the 442nd Brigade, Infantry Brigade, because oh my gosh, they went above and beyond for a country that put them behind barbed wire and aimed machine guns at them, forced them to leave their homes and just discard everything, and just made them live through horrible conditions. Truman actually said when they came back, Truman said, he said that you didn't only fight a battle against the Germans and the Japanese. You fought a war against prejudice, and you've won. And then they were all given... Oh, sorry, I accidentally bumped into the table. But he said, yeah, you won. And he awarded them medals. Some, I think, were like the highest medal you can get in the military. But yeah, that would be it, excuse me, for this video. I was planning on making it like 15 minutes, but it's like 46 seconds. 22 minutes and 51 seconds now. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this. Please subscribe if you really liked it. Please comment. Please be supportive in the comment section. Please. I'm begging you, but there's freedom of speech, so I can't really make you do that. So if you want to just put something negative, just make it not that offensive. Just, you do you, okay? If you want to put something negative, just put something negative. If you really liked it, please hit the like and subscribe. Also, ring that bell icon, and also thumbs up. It really does support me. It makes me feel nice, and I appreciate anyone who clicks the subscribe button. I just really want to become this big YouTuber that can just that, and also I could do better content. So if you subscribe and I get more subscribers, and then I finally get monetized, then I can make money. I can actually help my family. We really need to get a new deck. I broke it. We need. But no, I'm not gonna beg. That sounds like begging. I'm sorry. Nah. If need be, I got working experience. But yes. Anyway, please like, subscribe. If you subscribe enough, then I can buy better stuff like GoPro. I really want a GoPro. But I also have like $200, so I'm probably good. I can probably get like a decent GoPro. I'm planning on getting a motorcycle too. So check out my other channel called The Scout. There's a lot of channels named that. So basically, look out for, if you're in Boy Scouts, you know that Scout symbol? The symbol for the rank of Scouts. Where is it? Well, anyway, this is my Boy Scout thing. But anyway, it's a yellow icon for the Boy Scouts. It's on the French flag many times. Well, not many times, but there's a bunch of them on the French flag at one time. Just look for that. You'll be good then, and you can see me and me going to throughout and talking about the history of my town. My town has a lot of history. It's been around since the Revolution, actually even before the 7 Years' War. So it's been around for a while. It used to be Groton, but now we are on our town. If you want to come to Pepperell, it's pretty nice. You know, it has like 80% less crime. I don't know why I'm even saying this. Anyway, if you want to come, come. We're in the safe zone. Tripoli is all the way down, really down. It's like more like to Rhode Island. We're on the top. It's like 1 mile there, and we're in New Hampshire. You're good if you come here. But please, come here. It's more agriculture than technology. So you get wilderness. Wilderness means trails. If you like camping, come here. We have houses that have big land when you're getting not into the town center. Please, if you want to come here, please do. Then it'd be nice. But anyway, bye, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, stay cool. Also, I am planning on getting merch when I get bigger. When I get bigger, I'm gonna get merch. When I get merch, trust me, I'm going to make the best ones at the best price. You know how all these YouTubers have like not $20 plus, shipping and all that. No. You're gonna get $10 for the stuff. Especially, and it's gonna be pretty good. I'm gonna try to make it as cheap as possible. Back to school stuff. If you want a backpack, gonna do giveaways. I'm gonna be like the nicer version of Ellen, because Ellen has heard a lot of bad stuff about her. But anyway, I'm gonna be doing that. Probably gonna do giveaways when I get bigger and when I get merch and when I do it. So please subscribe. There's another reason to subscribe. Please, if you want to see more good content like this, even though it's trash, please, there's gonna be good stuff. Please. Anyway.